You got the slides, Poe.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to tonight's Monday night call. And my screen all of a sudden went to something else. So let me share my screen with all of you so you can see what I'm seeing. And let's go. So we want to go over a few of the promos that are still happening because we are still in February. We haven't blinked and turned a new month. So in February, we're focusing on Omegas and then the Pro Tandem family. So anybody that spot orders a Pro Tandem Tri-Synergizer will get a free Omega. And that happens when you put it into the cart and go to checkout.
Order was pushed back.
No, I haven't.
And let's see here. I'm not able to mute. So if somebody else that I made a co-host could mute, that'd be awesome. Or if you are talking and not muted, that would be awesome as well. The second part of this is that if you do Pro Tandem NRF1 and add Omega to the cart on a spot order, you're going to get 50% off as well. And that is a US promotion. We reached out to Canada this morning and we were sent back this. So save 50% in Canada when you purchase Pro Tandem NRF1 Synergizer as well. And these are both on spot orders. So every Tuesday, we have the Flip the Switch success stories. We have Pro 8 Marisa on there this week. So listen up for that. This is going to be at 7 p.m. Mountain. And the Zoom ID and password are on there as well, too. On Saturday, we've got Success Mastery. This is every Saturday. This weekend, we've got our own Pro 9, Elite Pro 9, Maria Williams rocking the house. So make sure you jump in and catch all of the training on that. It's going to be an awesome lineup with Julie, Michael, and Maria Williams. Virtual Elite Academy. And I'm going through this all quick tonight because we want to get to our special guests. But Virtual Elite Academy, they now have the general sessions out there so you can block off your day. On the 13th, the first session is going to be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain, and then 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. Mountain as well. We've consolidated everything in one day of activity for you guys. And we want everybody to get registered. I know that there had been some kind of question as far as if it was going to be in person or virtual. We now have everything decided on the virtual aspect. So get registered. Make sure your teams are registered for that as well, too. And now we have a big drum roll for the news that was just released that, oh, wait. Sorry, we got to back it up because I got this last slide that was sent to me. On Wednesday, the Flip the Switch, we found out that the speakers are here, Pam Robbins and then Brenda Gary. So super excited to have you guys all on that, but also get your guests on as well too. That's the most important thing in the process as you go through ITT is getting prospects in front of the information. So use this as a tool and third-party validation for all of your ITT activity. Michelle.
And one last thing, Sean. Thank you, Melanie. I know you were working on the slide for Canada as well for their big training this weekend. Sean, did you have that there? If not,
I might have just snuck it in. But oh nope, it didn't go in the final version. So say that.
So Canada has their virtual training. It's a big training this weekend from Saturday from 10 to 1, I believe. Mel, correct me if I'm wrong, Mountain Standard Time. So make sure all of you in Canada are getting ready for that big training.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, Sean.
So now we want to bring it to the new product that's coming up, and we've got two amazing members of our scientific advisory board. We've got Dr. Sveta Silverman and Dr. Melody Rodardi that are way smarter at informing you on what all this entails. But the product is called Daily Wellness. And without further ado, I will turn it over to Dr. Sveta Silverman to put her screen up. If you're talking, Sveta, you're muted, so we can't hear it.
Well, it's so nice sometimes when you're muted because couple first sentences that come out of your mouth, it's like, what were you thinking? And then thanks God you're muted, so nobody heard that. Awesome stuff. So guys, good evening to every one of you, and thank you, Maria Williams, for actually giving me the pleasure to co-present with a very dear friend of mine now, Dr. Melody Rodarte. It's just amazing experience, and to be thrown in the midst of doing research, gobbling the information in the last 2 days, and being enlightened and mortified and petrified, and sort of finally coming out of the ashes. So we are going to talk to you about slide presentation. All right. So guys, let's go into this. So my part is the first part. So the thing is, you know, how many are we? Over 200 people. So I want you to understand that, let's say, oh, we're getting the new product. Oh, another one. They're introducing another one. No, the thing is, LifeVantage is about health. So we're talking about the bundle of health, the foundation of health. What we're bringing is not end all and be all, but this is a part of that healthy proposition that we're talking to you, that starts with you and the lifestyle and the food and the sleep and the water, and starts with that NRF2 concept of cleaning the cells, and then boosting the mitochondria, giving the energy, and then lining up, synergizing and synchronizing us with our microbiome and feeding the microbiome. And then again, sort of we're bringing omegas of fish oils with vitamin D, and now we're bringing something else, and it's like, oh, another one. But this is that complexity and the composition that you need it. It's like essential. So every one of us do understand that we need NRF2 per tandem, right? This is like given. We know that we need mitochondrial boost. So this is the tri-synergizer is a given. Like, you know, no offense, but a maybe is non-negotiable. We know that we need fish oils, vegan is talking. So you do, because for the cells. And our omegas have vitamin D. And, you know, if you listen to me on Saturday, you probably will remember that vitamin D is not only for the calcium and the bones. Vitamin D is for your antioxidation and for your microgut. And this is for your mitochondria, and it's for your brain. And it's also prebiotic. So let's see, in the new product, we're also bringing vitamin D, and people will ask, oh, why? Well, because we're giving, our products have like such a good concentration and very untherapeutic, under therapeutic concentrations, that sometimes with the synergy, if you bring a little more, it's actually better. And then, for example, if we talk about Axio, so we're bringing B complex, and we're bringing magnesium, and let's say we're bringing L-theanine that is going to upregulate something else, and we're bringing some vitamins. So now when we're going to talk about the new product and we're going to bring zinc, it's absolute essentiality. So we're just adding to addition to the must for the cell upregulation and must for the cell supplementation. So, and then please, Melody, correct me if I'm wrong or I'm forgetting something. But what I wanted to talk about is, and now I forgot, yes, I want to talk about the triangle of a must. There is a huge triangle which starts with the microgut, immune system, and the brain. And in this triangle, There is nothing of these angles or corners that can go without each other. So your immune system will never work well if your gut is not healthy or your microgut is not upregulated. Your microgut is never going to be healthy if your gut is not good. If the house is not clean, the habitants of that house, the microgut population, is not going to be good. So your microgut is that immune system that is the foundation of actual immune system. And your immune system, they say microgut is responsible for 70% of your immune system. And it's not that microgut is your immune system, no. It's your species literally activate the 70% of your immune system. Without your microgut and immune system, your brain is not going to work. So now we're getting to the new product, which is called Daily Wellness. And we are going to address predominantly immune system, but it's a whole lot more when we get into the description of the ingredients. Now, before I give it to Melody, and I'm already too long, let's think of LifeVantage and our products. So by and large, our products have 4 to 5 ingredients. And that come across through the Daily Wellness again. So I believe this is me, and Dr. O'Doherty comes next.
Well, I thank you that what we get excited about, and hopefully you have heard that loud and clear with Dr. Sveta, is we don't just put Band-Aids on things. We really believe in taking care of the whole body. And this is just adding to that, you guys. So it's not, it's just incredible because we need this because we're not getting all of our micronutrients through foods all the time. And so to have something that we can do daily, like I love this, that it says 5 to thrive, is just going to further help that your overall wellness. So it is a powdered drink. I'm so excited. We were able to get it here. If you were in the States on the SAB, I love you, Sveta. If we could have got it to you, we would. It tastes delicious. It's elderflower, acai flavored. And it has 5 key ingredients here that you see. So there's vitamin D3, which we all know so important to have at an adequate level, vitamin C, zinc, elderberry, and this is the new kid on the block that you might not know anything about, the whole yeast extract. But as Sveta was telling you about, our goal here is this is going to be daily. They are sub-therapeutic doses. If you look at it, at why do they have these smaller doses? And we'll show you another slide with that. But that's because what we're doing is building the foundation, right? So we already have been talking about our tri-synergizer and the incredible part of that in, antioxidant protection and production. When you know about those antioxidants, well, guess what? They need some of these like zinc in order to work right. And so we want to bring this in, and in our further trainings, we'll talk about how the synergy of everything fits together. But tonight, we definitely wanted you to learn about this daily wellness. So daily wellness is a combination of well-established and innovative ingredients proven to proactively support the immune health. So that is so important right now, that we want to support our immune health. A proper immune response is a good response. We don't want to overactivate anything. And so this is what we are trying to do here. We want to boost our body's response to stresses. We want to support everyday health and well-being. We want to support respiratory and sinus health. That's one of our first keys. So we talk about, the gut microbiome, but guess what? We breathe first. So what's coming in through our sinuses and what's coming in through our mouth? So that's another area that we want to definitely support. Dr. Silverman, do you want me to do the first part of this and then you can tackle that beautiful last
Yeah,
part?
I'll go with the yeast, with the yeasts.
Okay, so vitamin C is an incredible antioxidant. We know about this. This is not a new kid on the block, but the amounts do make a difference. So when somebody, I'm going to tell you this, and we might talk about it even later. When somebody wants to compare this to mega doses of vitamin C, guess what? That's not what you want on a daily basis, okay? You want small amounts. Not everybody can have citrus fruit all the time. That's a great source of vitamin C. So having something that you can take and supplement in a good form is always going to be best. So you're going to see that we have 150 milligrams of vitamin C, and a great antioxidant. And then we also have vitamin D3. The 5 micrograms is about 200 units. So again, you might be thinking, I was told I have to take higher doses of vitamin D. Well, you do in certain situations, but for something to be supportive, we don't want to overemphasize a certain amount of something. So we have 5 micrograms of vitamin D3, which is about 200 units. And so the next one is zinc, and this is the world's most common deficiency. We don't store this. This is something that you need to take in every day. Some people are great with their beans and with some of their greens, and some people hate those things. And so guess what? We want you to take zinc daily, but we want small amounts. Zinc needs quercetin. Where have we seen quercetin, you guys? Do any of our other products have quercetin in it? And those two work synergistically. So we've got a great amount of zinc here, 10 milligrams. The other thing that we wanted to be very cognizant of is we are an international company, right? So we have to know that we want doses to be something that can be used across the board in other countries as well. And then there's elderberry. A lot of people know about elderberry. We have 200 milligrams in our daily wellness, and this is supporting our wellness as well. So the cell function and an immune response, okay? And so that's an incredible other ingredient that we have in there. And then we're saving the best for last, because you probably have never heard of fermented yeast. And so it is the new kid on the block for most of you, but it is not something new that we have used, especially with people who are trying to do things to help their microbiome and have known about probiotics and prebiotics. This is the postbiotic, you guys. So it's another term that you are going to be learning from us.
That is awesome. So guys, couple things. As Dr. Rodarte said, it's interesting. You know, I was doing a little bit of a research today. Zinc, over 17% of the global population is estimated to be zinc deficient, and 20% of national diets contain insufficient zinc to meet minimum health requirements. And news to you, if you're vegan or vegetarian, you need zinc. That's a must. That's an essential, and it comes from a vegan. Now, between zinc and elderberry, there is something that comes in common. There's something that is called NRF2. Well, guess what? And there is something that is called mitochondria. Well, guess what? Not only that those things boost immune system, they go hand in hand with our famous NRF2, especially zinc. Zinc is like it has its hands, so it's just very well connected to our SOD and to our glutathione, as well as our vitamin C. And it is so true that Dr. Rodarte said that in this case, we may not need a lot of it. We just need it consistently. So now let's get to the fermented yeast. And I'm sure a lot of you are very well familiar with fermented yeast, AKA it's called wine, or it's called mostly it's called beer. And I'm sure that Mr. Sean Poe is very familiar with the concept of fermented yeast. Sorry, I just had to. Now, let me, like whole yeast ferment. The whole yeast ferment, this is sort of a trade name, and we are buying, or whatever the definition, we're getting this product from the company that is called Epicor. And Epicor is giving us, and I quote them, and they have, if you go on PubMed, you're going to find 8 peer-reviewed human studies, which makes me very happy. Epicor is a nutrient-rich, high metabolite product of fermentation that have been shown to have significant antioxidant capacity, desirable immune system modulatory and anti-inflammatory effects in healthy individuals based on randomized studies. As Dr. Rodarte said, it's a postbiotic, but it also has prebiotic potential. And it's interestingly enough, listen to this. So Epicor fermentate can act as a multivitamin for the immune system, because through the fermentation of those species, which are called Saccharomyces cerevisiae, and this is the test. So upon the fermentation and the special process, the dozens of nutrients and metabolites are preserved, and they will act as a multivitamin for immune system. Now, they're going to strengthen the immune response. Now, you can ask me, Sveta, why do we need more? Because we actually have beta glycans in our probio. We have our Wellmune, which also comes from the basically baker's yeast. Now, we need both. So your beta glycans are simple extracts from that cell wall of the yeast. But the product that we are getting as our hero is not that highly processed or refined. So what it brings, it contains complex range of nutrients and metabolites, in which beta glycan is just one of the dozen. The whole composition of this Epicor yeast fermentate makes it very beneficial and unique. So that's why it is a good thing, and it's a great addition to our armamentarium. Dr. Rodarte.
So, and I hope you guys caught some of the importance here. This is just, again, supporting our microgut and our immune system, where it's just an adjunct to everything else. So it's not just one piece of the puzzle that's going to complete it. It's multiple pieces and multiple little areas that we can use. And what we get excited for when we found out that it's a product that is patented and has so many studies, we got excited too. And so what I want you guys to really hang your hat on, you hear us talk about this all the time, who are on like this, that are in healthcare. And we love when we can send somebody to PubMed. So you can go on PubMed and you can look through some of these studies and know that it's not just something that we picked up and added. It's something that is patented and incredible. And so it's something else for you guys to go through and look. So I like this statement. You'll see this statement by the company, because a lot of us are trying to do education, and we sometimes, get fumbled with the words that we want to use. And this is what this is a compliance statement. For consumers who can't slow down because they do not feel their best, LifeVantage Daily Wellness is a delicious powdered drink that delivers a powerful blend of immunity supporting nutrients. You can drink anytime, anywhere, to give your wellness a boost so you can keep up with everyday demands without missing a beat. I mean, how many of us love that statement already? Because that is what we're trying to do. we want to keep up with the everyday demands, and we want to put good nutrition in that helps us instead of hurts us, like so many products that are out there that are defeating, and you get the ups and the downs. So this is something that is constantly supporting. And I will tell you, wait till you get it and you mix it in with Axio. It's delicious to do it that way. And you could even throw it into a smoothie and things like that. So it's something that somebody can use on a daily basis. That is where we're coming from. So a lot of the questions are going to be, why the small amounts? It's because this is daily support. We are not treating anything. We are supporting our body here. Another person I saw on the site, because I have the chat open up, is talking about yeast. This is not whole yeast in the product. They are fermenting it. We are using the metabolites. So just like the beta glucan in Wellmune is not a true yeast that we are using, same with this. So those of you who can't do wine or beer or some of the other things I was seeing on there, this is different. These are using the active metabolites. So totally different than adding yeast to a product. And so, Sveta, anything else that you wanted to add to this statement?
Thank you. This is such a great comment that this is, and I actually had to phone a couple people to confirm that this is not a yeast and the metabolite. This is fermentate, so that's why it is safe. Plus, the studies also confirmed that, and I also went on an Epicor website. There's plenty of information with the Q&A. Yes, it is Epicor is patented, obviously. I love the concept of the hydration. So to me, 2 liters a day hydration, we know, guys, that one of the essential aspects of our health is the proper hydration. So having, I will not mix everything, because I will separate it to optimize my 2 liters. So I will do, let's say, 500 cc's of Axio. I will do 500 cc's of prebiotic. That's my morning drink. Axio through the day. And then whenever I get my daily wellness, because I'm in Canada, so then I will add it as another part of my yummy 2000 cc's healthy hydration and consumption. And again, it also gives me that minimization of the caffeine and will keep me, always activated and upregulated with so many benefits.
And I like what you just said, Sveta, because what I ended up doing was I do a half a scoop and a half an Axio for one part of the day. I would mix those of you who have listened to Dr. Nancy Bryan and do the prebiotic before eating lunch, that's a great way of getting it in, and it decreases, your hunger. Have you guys heard that before? Or using it as your dessert instead. And then the rest of the day doing the other half of my Axio and the other half of my daily wellness. So this is a great way for those of you who hate water. You don't like the taste of water. You're trying to find something to make it all yummy. Guess what? Now we've got different ways of making it all yummy. And those of you who have, I'll tell you this, I love the candy apple with this. It tastes, that's my favorite combination right now. I have been making my scoop smaller and smaller and smaller, because I was like, February 23rd cannot come quick enough until I can order more. Anyway, so this is a great little slide for you guys. February 23rd, there will be training video. There will be so much that you will love that will be coming to you guys, as far as Dr. Brian Dixon making a ton of videos right now. There should be great items in our back office and media for us to use. That launch is going to be on the 23rd. And it will then go out as a pre-launch to those of us who are distributors. So, and there are only 5,000 right now. So no back orders. It's first come, first serve. Get on the site let's do what we did with the LTO Axio and crash it all. when we're getting our orders in. March 13th, it will then be a full launch to consumers, and then it'll be in, you can see which countries it'll be available to, and it will be at the Elite Academy. And then in June, hopefully there'll be a few more countries added as well, for those who don't get it in the first round. But that's the exciting part. It does come in a tub with a scoop. That's what it looks like. I think Sean had put a picture on it in the first slide. I didn't want to bring my tub out because mine was not labeled. Your guys's that you got right now at the Elite Retreat was labeled. So we didn't know what was getting sent to us as a powder. But none of us died and we all loved it. So it was good. But that is what we wanted to share with you guys this evening.
And just a question to maybe pose, what's the volume and how much?
It's $50, right in line with the Pro Tandem prices, and 40 points. But what's really exciting is the bundle. So if they're already taking Nerf 2 and you add that Nerf 2 plus daily wellness, it's like 86. So basically $36 extra. That's it. And if you do the bundle, it's 80 points, which is awesome. Full PV. And Sveta or Melody, can you talk really quick? I was so excited when I heard them say the studies have shown within 2 hours, it like bumps up your immune system. Can one of you share just a smidge on that really fast?
Well, what happens is, yes, what they did that human study. Thanks, Maria. They did the human study. So actually, one of the great things was with the volunteers, they did the histamine scratches. So it's like a food testing, which is, so they were just scratching people's arms, putting like, sort of, it's not a poison, but sort of irritant, and then applying the EpiCore, and in an hour it was gone. And it was just a study. I don't recall whether the 2 hours was the human study or whether it was from the human lysate, from the cells that were extracted from volunteers. But yeah. So that's Melody.
So exciting.
Yeah, no, I saw it in both when looking through, but you guys look at their website. It's really cool because the way that this came to market is absolutely incredible. To think about how it was found and how it was keeping cattle healthy, and then they just noticed that everybody that was working in this plant stayed healthy instead of getting sick, and thought, okay, now instead of, think about it, how lucky they were. Instead of, someone working in a plant and then finding out later that they were developed cancer from working in a toxic, environment. Instead, they're like, oh, I worked for a place that was actually keeping me healthy and decreased upper respiratory infections and all of that. So their website is incredible. And I love that they have, so much for us to learn from them too. I posted this on our team. I had a lot of people asking, oh, are we the only ones with EpiCore in a product? And the answer is no. So what you want to do is we want to talk about how we differ. Okay. So this is something that is put into our daily wellness, is that's what it is. They picked incredible ingredients to go with it. And so that I wanted to make sure that I threw that out there, because knowledge is power, and we need to know what is out there. Just like Wellmune, we are not the only probiotic that carries Wellmune, but we have an incredible patented system that has BioTrack and Wellmune in our probiotic. So you need to, I love these things where you can ask questions, we can educate you. So you need to be educated on this, and how it is put together makes it superior in an aspect where you're not having to take 5 or 6 bottles or something, but being very consistent and compliant, and taking care of all of you. You can't go without the Tri-Synergizer, hands down. People start there. It's a must. Do not go off your Tri-Synergizer to add this on. I'm just saying.
And, to support that notion, it's interesting that we're not solitary in Epicor, but mind you, there are one of the best companies in nutraceutical world that are employing Epicor with an amazing reputation and their own science that just tells that it seems like we're going with a very good source.
Amazing. Maria, was there anything else?
No, I'm super excited about this. Can't wait to start taking it. My naturopath, everything that's in this, my naturopath had mentioned, except the yeast that he didn't know, but now he will know about it. And that's just incredible because I'm buying all this stuff, right? And now we can, and other people have, because we've heard that out there. And now it's all in one. I mean, that is if you're using a good zinc and a good vitamin C, I mean, it's a savings, right? And you add it to the Nerf 2, like, isn't it 70% of our customers are all just on NRF2? So now you contact them, hey, we've just another breakthrough product to complement the NRF2. So if you haven't heard, almost every natural doctor is telling you to take zinc, right? Take vitamin C. Now we've got that on a daily wellness, right? Taking it every day. I'm just super excited. I love the jingle that they're going to use. It's not jingle, but I'm going to say jingle. I posted it in there. Drink your way to a healthy day. And what Sean and I posted, proactive immune health, not reactive recovery. So those are things that we can use. All of this will be on the app and the playbook. I urge you to start using the app, get used to it, practice it with each other, send it to someone you know. Because all of this will be in the app, and then it tracks it for you, and it's going to give you little reminders. Hey, follow up with, Jolene. She hasn't, she just saw the video, go follow up with her. Like, it does that work for you. So I'm going to turn it back to the Popos to close it up, but I'm super excited.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies. This was wonderful information, delivered in a format that I definitely could not have. I've heard it like 5 different times, and I'm still like trying to grasp all of the benefits on it. But I know that it's something that we introduced into our health strategy a little bit ago, and it will definitely continue. You're going to hear more and more information about this, but we wanted to get this in front of you right away so that we can properly launch this with our teams, especially knowing that there's only going to be 5,000 units available on that first morning, February 24th. And if you don't get your hands on it when it sells out, not if, it will sell out when it sells out. The next shipment won't be in until mid-March when they have the full customer launch. So we do want to get this going inside of your bodies. We want you guys to start creating your stories. We will continue to offer the education and the training. But what I would do if I was you is when we get this out, we're going to send this out to Maria and Carrie as well too. We will post it on the One Person Big Difference Facebook group. Start tagging your teams into this information with distributors that were not on this live. This is something that they must know, and we'll continue, like I said, to get you guys out strategies on how best to integrate this into your current business for that February 24th pre-launch. But you're going to hear us over and over again talk about that this is going to be not only with distributors, but with the customers in mid-March. It's going to be about getting this into your current customers and distributors, acquiring new customers and distributors, and winning back the previous customers and distributors that are no longer ordering. The timing on this product, we know that in the current world environment, boosting immune health is very important. So be cautious on how you present that information, but know that it is boosting your immune system and your immune health within 2 hours of taking the product. So that's absolutely awesome. And it's not reactive, it's proactive, you guys. That's why it's daily wellness, not my throat is starting to hurt, so I'm going to load up on some stuff after the fact. We're not being reactive. we're being proactive. Love the product, love the information. Thanks, ladies. Did I leave anything out?
I was just gonna say one last thing. Maria just put in the chat, February 17th, Dr. Brian Dixon from corporate is going to be doing a training as well. And you guys, don't get in your head about all of this science again, like any of our other products. This tonight is to build your belief, to get you bulletproof on what we have, to build up that gratefulness heart of how forward thinking LifeVantage always is, bringing us the best, to just boost what we've got here. I mean, what Sean just said and the others, those little taglines, but then boosting that immune system within 2 hours. Remember, your passion, your conviction, and all that is what matters the most. This is to build your belief, and then you can learn it and do all of that. But we are just so grateful for Dr. Sveta and Dr. Melody, who spend hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours researching and putting together PowerPoints to bring us everything that we need to do to know. And they are on our scientific advisory board, you guys, always pouring in and giving the company, you know, the feedback and the things that we need, and just spending, again, so many hours for you guys. Yes, Sveta, what were you going to say? She's like, tell me.
Always doing Bobby.
All right. Well, thank you
Your
guys.
learn to order
We'll
that day, you know, put it in your calendar because it will sell out immediately.
All right, we'll get this
Yes.
reporting out to you guys and uploaded in different areas. So thank you again. Appreciate all your expertise. Let's blow this up and change the world.
Thank you. Love you all.
We
Love
need to
you
get
all.
this for everybody. We need little hearts for everybody on a stick.
Yes,
So
I
let's go to the
know.
gallery so you can see it.
Thank you,
Somebody
Sean and
told it.
Michelle, for all you do for all of us all the time. And thanks, Melody and Sveta. But thank
Nice
you
to
guys.
see
you, Michael.
everyone.
Appreciate you, Michael.
Thank you.
It is so great to see all these
Thank you,
faces.
Melody.
Right?
Love